Hello, it is the morning after the Superman movie night. Well, I say the morning after, it's currently 1:30 in the afternoon. My thoughts on yesterday's movie are still the same. I feel that it was a pretty good movie, just not great. And the portrayals were, well, I mean, you can watch the review from yesterday, but for the most part, I like a lot of the portrayals. Some of them could have been improved for sure. A couple bad ones as well. A couple bad portrayals too. But yeah, that's yesterday. Yesterday had a nice family movie night. It was nice for Grandad because he was asleep most of the movie. But yeah, he's not tagging along today. Just me and Mum today. We're going to watch Jurassic World Rebirth. Obviously, this has been out like a couple weeks now. I was not able to watch it. It released on a Wednesday. I was off work that week, Monday and Tuesday. It released the day after. And I'm just like, flipping heck. I had work. I was off the day before it released, and the day it is released, I got work for the next 4 days. I had the following Sunday off, but I was at the British Grand Prix for the F1. I was at the F1 race, so I couldn't watch it. So my next day off was yesterday, where I watched Superman, and today is finally time to watch Jurassic World Rebirth. My thoughts on the franchise, summarized pretty quickly. Loved the first one. I mean, who doesn't? Pretty much everyone who's seen the first one loves it. Actually, maybe not everyone. Every movie has haters somehow. Every movie that has ever existed has people who like and dislike it. That's just how it is. But the vast majority loved the first one, right? Didn't like the second one. I never liked the second one. I liked some scenes in it, but generally speaking, didn't like the second one. The third one, a lot of people didn't like. I actually liked it. I wasn't a fan of the T-Rex dying so early and so quickly. But apart from that, I actually liked the story of the film. I actually really enjoyed it. I had a good time. I had rewatched Jurassic World 3, like, for sure. Even though a lot of people don't like it, I liked it quite a lot. Jurassic World gets criticism as well. I liked it. I thought it was a fun movie. It was stupid, but it was fun. It was fun, stupid. I liked the finale as well. It felt like a crazy action battle scene involving multiple dinosaurs. It was actually really fun. But then 5 and 6 happened, right? Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, the last two movies in the franchise, they were both just not good. They were just not good. They were just... Fallen Kingdom happens in a guy's mansion. And it's just like, you've created a franchise. You're in the 5th movie of the franchise where dinosaurs exist on Earth now in the modern day. And somehow you got the whole movie in someone's house. I didn't understand... I get the plot of trying to auction off dinosaurs, but oh my days, was that stupid. Like, the fact that it didn't feel like a grand scale that it should have felt like, it was just really frustrating to me. Dominion, I was looking forward to it a little bit, and it's not because they brought the old cast back. Like, that's cool as well, but like, it's mainly because it felt like they're going to finally show dinosaurs in the world, not just in an enclosed island, just in the world causing havoc. But the movie just didn't deliver as well as it could have. And when I heard that Dominion would be the last one would be the last one, I was just like, yes. Then they announced another one. I'm just like, well, why did I fall for the fact that the last one could have been the last one? Studios do this all the time. They like to bring back franchises, like to do sequels, prequels, spin-offs. They love to extend franchises. And it's not always bad. Sometimes it works. Sometimes sequels, spin-offs, everything, sometimes they're great. Like, it's not necessarily a bad idea, but you got to do it right. Right? But I was just like, when they announced this one, I was just like, oh, really? And that's because I was annoyed by the previous two. It's not because I don't want to see dinosaurs. I want to see dinosaurs. I want to see a Jurassic movie. But I want to see it good. I want to see it be good. The last two were not good. This is my issue, right? But hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. The concept, based on the trailer and the plot, it seems interesting. They got to go into this completely brand new island to get DNA samples, and these DNA samples could save lives. Obviously, these samples are from dinosaurs and dinosaur eggs, and they got to get out of this island, obviously, while these dinosaurs are hunting them. So it could work. It could work. It's like, oh, the characters go into the island, then they got to escape. That was basically the first one, basically the third one, and the fourth one kind of as well. Obviously, the story was told in different ways in each of those films, but you get the point. People go to an island, dinosaurs are a threat to their lives, they got to escape before the dinosaurs get them. that's literally most of the Jurassic franchise, just told in different ways, you know. And that's not me saying, oh, 1, 3, and 4 are the same. One's obviously a lot better than the other two, but it's just like, you get what I'm talking about, right? So, yeah, they're doing that again, and that formula could work, and hopefully it works. I liked 3, I liked 4, and both of those movies get a lot of criticism. Neither movie's rated that highly. So as you can see, even for me, the bar is not that high for a dinosaur movie. I want to see dinosaurs causing havoc, and I want to actually see it be good. I want to actually see it be good. It's not just about the dinosaurs being crazy. They were crazy in the last 2. Doesn't mean the movie was good. So yeah, a little bit of a rant there, but I just thought I'd get that off my chest. But yeah, we're heading to the cinema. No, IMAX. This movie never released in IMAX in the UK. Even on release day, it was never in IMAX. Not sure why that was, but yeah. To be fair, that allowed for F1 to have more IMAX screening, which is a positive. But yeah, no IMAX, just regular screen, which is more than good enough. It's still the big screen, and I'm very excited. And after this, there's also the Smurfs coming out next week, and the Fantastic Four the week after. I'm very excited for all these films this month, and very excited for other things happening this month as well. There's some big things happening this month for me personally, so like I've said in multiple videos, I look forward to sharing that with you. But anyway, let's head to the cinema, and please, please, please let this film be good. So we are heading to a different Cineworld today because it's cheaper at the Cineworld, and the one I go to has an IMAX in the 4DX, so it's very convenient and everything. But this movie is not in IMAX anyway, so we're going somewhere where the tickets are cheaper. Obviously, depending on the area, the tickets will be pricey different, even the same company. Even if they're both in North London. This cinema is also in North London, but it is what it is. Depends on the area sometimes in the borough. But yeah, it's going to be fun, and hopefully this is a good time. So they're playing Waka Waka. That's funny. Very tempting. Very tempting. One for 3 scoops. You can't see the bottom one, but it's the best one. It's strawberry cheesecake right at the bottom. Then I got just regular chocolate vanilla. So it looks boring based on this, but the bottom layer is not boring. Mum's got a mint chocolate chip. Not sure why she's got a cone if she's using a spoon, but each to her own.
Very excited.
You're very excited, yeah?
Blacklisted. You can win this game. The rules are to get your family out of slum sides for good.
So did you like it?
Beautiful, love.
Beautiful. The movie was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Any negatives?
Scary, but
Scary.
it's okay.
What about, there was a scene you didn't like where there was a guy doing number 1 and there's a dinosaur behind
Too
him.
long, isn't it?
He was doing it for too long.
Why is that? It's
Well,
holding on for a long time.
when a man needs to go, you know? So out of 10?
Is it, 9?
9 out of 10, yeah? So my rating would probably be a 6. 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's just like the first act of the movie just it's too slow. They spend a lot of time introducing characters, and that's fine. Like that's part of what made number 1 so special. It took them ages to show the first dinosaur, but it was still such a great movie, even before we saw the side dinosaurs in the first one. So I don't mind that. It's just that it was so slow, and the characters, for the most part, just weren't interesting enough to spend that much time on them until we actually saw the action. So I thought that was the first flaw, and I'll tell you a bit more when I get home. Okay, so where was I? Slow start, yes, slow start. They spent a lot of time introducing all the characters. Basically, there's a group of mercenaries who are hired by this rich guy who owns a company. Is he the owner or he just works for them? I think he's the owner, but he hires them. He's also on the trip as well. And they also get a scientist. Basically, they need DNA samples from 3 dinosaurs, and they got to go into this island, this completely new island, to go and get these samples from live dinosaurs. They can't be dead. You got to get them while they're alive. They got to take these 3 samples back to humanity to find the cure. I think to heart disease. Was it heart disease? I think it was heart disease. But this guy this owner of the company, he wanted it for his company so they could patent it and basically sell it for themselves. And only sell it to certain people, I guess. But they don't really go into that too much. But essentially what the scientist says was, this guy, we can't really trust him. Like, if we give it to his company, most people won't benefit from it. You know, we've got to try and give it to everyone. So that was like a part of a plot. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but I'm just putting some details in that are like explained at the start. So you get this big group of people, including Scarlett Johansson, who's one of the mercenaries, and Mahershala Ali as well. There's also a family. There's a dad and his 2 kids. One of his kids brought along a boyfriend. So there's these 4 as a family, and then you got the other group. So they eventually join paths. So basically, the point to where this universe has gotten is most dinosaurs across the world are not really surviving. They're not thriving, and people have lost interest in them as well. On top of that, but they live around the world and they're dying off because the habitat doesn't suit them. Apart from near the equator, there's a bunch of islands near the equator where they are surviving and thriving. And that's where the dinosaurs live now. And that area is closed off. You can't, when I say it's closed off, there's not like a magical barrier there, but it's illegal to go there. So this company man hires some mercenaries and a scientist to go there. And this family just happens to be on a cruise. They're not even trying to go to the island, they're just trying to go on a cruise. So this is basically explained in the first, in the opening parts of the movie. I'm not going to say too much more because then just get into the spoilers, but I'll just mention some things in the trailers. So there's this scary xenomorph looking dinosaur in the trailers. The idea of mutating hybrid dinosaurs is one thing, but the thing in this film, they went a little too far with it. At least like with the Indominus Rex in Jurassic World, it still looked like a dinosaur, right? And so did the one in Fallen Kingdom, the movie I just didn't like at all, right? And I think there was a hybrid in the last one, I can't remember. Dominion was so forgettable. But yeah, this one, you get this other hybrid, and it doesn't look like a dinosaur. It looks like this demon kaiju. It looks like it could be in a Cloverfield movie. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, at least make it look like a dinosaur. It looks more like something just not from Earth. But yeah, this dinosaur's just there. It is scary, especially at night, but it's not as crazy as I thought it would be. I feel like I was a bit underwhelmed by that thing in general. But the fact that it didn't look like a dinosaur in the first place just threw me off anyway. There is a T-Rex in this. It's not the T-Rex that we've seen in the previous installments, but there is a T-Rex in this. It's a short appearance, but it is pretty cool. I did like it. There's also a short appearance from other dinosaurs. I'm not going to go into specifics because obviously I'm not just going to, if I just start revealing what dinosaurs are in it, it's just, just spoil some things. There's a scene my mum really didn't like, actually strongly religious. There's a scene of a guy pissing, but you don't actually see him pissing, but you see him standing there and you hear the noise, right? He's doing it for a while. Meanwhile, there's something behind him creeping up on him. Mum didn't like that scene. I find it pretty funny though. I find it pretty funny. There were some good scenes here and there, some good dinosaur scenes here and there. But overall, this movie for me was very underwhelming. Like, I feel like giving it a 6 out of 10 is kind of being nice. Maybe it's closer to a 5. But I'll be nice and give it a 6. But I'll tell you right now, I'm disappointed, I'm underwhelmed, and it just isn't a very good movie. There are some wow scenes of them revealing this dinosaur, which is, well, just like a bit like in the first movie. You know that very first scene when you see that, I can't remember the name of the thing. Is it a Brachiosaurus? But the first ever dinosaur you see in the original film, you get that scene, that big reveal scene, and you see them walking around, and it's like, oh, it's magnificent. They try that again in this film, and I'm just like, we're 7 movies in. This isn't gonna wow us as much as you think, even though there were some good visuals. Some of the dinosaurs did look very good, in fairness. CGI, I think, was fine. It didn't look too bad. Apart from that hideous xenomorph thing, there was just no point having that in the movie, to be honest. The Mosasaur was cool. My biggest problem with Mosasaur in this franchise is they didn't show enough of it. I think they teased it very well. They showed a big part of it in Jurassic World, in number 4. In number 5 and 6, it just felt like it was barely there. It was like as a cameo. That opening scene to Fallen Kingdom was really cool. But it just feels like it makes cameos here and there. In this one, I was just as disappointed. You see the Mosasaur, but you don't see it for long enough. I feel like it's a dinosaur they could explore more than what. I don't even think it's a dinosaur, to be fair. I'm pretty sure the real ones were smaller than the ones you see in the movies. And I don't think they're even like classified as dinosaurs. But still, they're these huge creatures in the ocean, and they've been introduced like 4 movies ago, and we're still barely seeing it. I want to see more of it. You see the return of the Spinosaurus. Well, not the Spinosaurus from number 3, I'm sure, but there's a few of them. There's like a gang of them. Again, you don't see enough of them. So T-Rex is there for a bit. Spinosaurus is there for a bit. Mosasaur is there not enough. That Xenomorph thing, I was underwhelmed anyway, but it's not actually in it for that long. Like, there's so many dinosaurs they could have spent more time more time with, and they spent such a large chunk of the film just not just introducing the characters, but like hearing the characters have conversations. And I get that. I get that you got to build like a story, build something that holds a bit of weight, but it just didn't work for me. The characters just weren't as interesting as they probably could have been. I think the best character is probably the kid, the younger kid of the family. She was probably the best character in the film. Everyone else just, either the actor did their job and it's just okay, or it's just like, I'm not bothered. There's always, also what I actually like about Jurassic movies, every movie is always like a couple characters that you want to see get eaten because of the way they act, because they're massive pricks. But there's always one specific one that you really want to see suffer. But they always annoyingly survive so long throughout the film. There's another character like this in this. Is his ending satisfying? Well, kind of. Kind of. But yeah, there's also that element. I don't mind that element. They put that in every Jurassic film, and I think it works out in terms of how it's done. But yeah, like, there's quite a few dinosaurs they could have spent more time with, shown more of. But some of the scenes are pretty good with dinosaur action, stuff like that. But I'm very underwhelmed. I think it was better than the last two. But not by a huge margin, to be honest with you. But if I was to rank this, like, I'd put 1, 3, 4. That's my top 3. 1, 3, 4. And I'd either put this one next or number 2 next. Maybe number 2 next, then this, and then Dominion and Fallen Kingdom. That's probably my order. But yeah, my consensus, disappointed. And to be honest, I'm going to downgrade to 5. I feel like, from what I've said, a 6 is a little too... It's just too nice. It's just too nice based on what I think. So I'll give it a 5. But there were some cool dinosaur parts here and there. A couple good scenes. But overall, returning with the franchise was a waste of time, in my opinion. I'm curious to see how much money this makes, because the last 2 I felt were bad, but they still made over $1 billion at the box office each. And I'm just like, people want to see dinosaurs, fair enough. But I'm curious about this one, because I feel like there's a lot of underwhelming parts to this. I don't know. And especially with like movies like F1 and Superman out, maybe less people might watch this, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, like, dinosaur movies tend to do well at cinema. So I'm just intrigued to see how it does. But this is a movie I will not be watching again. Like, in no way, Jose. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, next movie is Fantastic Four. I mean, I'll probably watch the Smurfs. I did say I watched the Smurfs. I'll probably watch it. Why not? But Fantastic Four is the next big one. I'm actually excited for. So I'm very excited about that. Like I just said, it's only just under 2 weeks away. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'll let you know when I actually do the vlog. I'll let you know when I do the vlog. But yeah, there might be a bit of trouble for me watching that when it releases. But hopefully I can watch it at a decent date to avoid spoilers. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.